How's everybody doing? We're getting ready to go on a trip. I think we're going out to Quartzsite. I just washed it all up. This thing's coated with dirt. It was, not now. Did the RV wash and wax and filling it up with fresh water. And we got 33 gallons in there. I don't see any leaks. Okay, I just added the bleach. Oh, and that reset. I didn't realize it did that, so I turned off the water and added the bleach, and it reset. Okay, so it just now showed a third in the trailer, so that's around 23 gallons. So even though we're here at the storage, this is my storage, and they got a dump here and freshwater fill there, and I always put the filter on there. I never drink the water out of the tank, and then I've got the cheapy water pressure gauge on there. So I'm gonna have to add that. I think I was around 30 some gallons. We'll see how that goes. All right, just getting out of the city on our way to Quartzsite, and I did get 75 gallons in there. I had to go back and watch that video because I couldn't remember what it said. I didn't realize that water meter reset after I turned off the water. It'll be a fun few days out here. It's going to be hotter than I had anticipated. They were showing high 80s last week for out here, but we're going to go ahead and do it. It's going to be close to 100. So we're stopped here at the last rest area before you get to Quartzsite. Sorry, the trucks are loud. And whenever I stop, I do a quick walk around, make sure everything's okay. Make sure the chains and everything are hooked up still and everything's good. Even though I got the tire link, I always put, when we stop and get out, I always put my hand on the hubs like this, just to make sure that it's not too hot. That's a good indicator if you don't have temperature sensors on there. So that's what I do. I'm gonna walk around. Alright, so we're all set up here. I got the generator hooked up, but we haven't started it. I'm trying to wait till about 3 and we're probably going to turn the air on. It's about 91 degrees right now. And so here's my second solar panel, 175 watts. And we can aim it towards the sun a little bit. It's not just sitting flat on the roof, but it's obviously doubled what I can do, and it's charging up my lithium. So I'm probably not going to change my converter, at least not for a while, because this is charging up my battery pretty well right now. And then once I get a second one and add them up there on the roof, I think we'll be okay. So we'll go ahead and show that. So since I'm here, I'll go ahead and show this again. I know I've got this on the last video of the install, but this is the solar, this is the battery shut off, and everything's working well. We've tried everything out. I got the inverter on right now, and I set the solar controller here, the Jaboni, to lithium, and then I had to custom program it for the battery. So here's a look inside here. Fuse for the battery, 30 amp fuse over there for the solar transfer switch. And again, I've got a previous video on this, so I don't want to go over this again, keep repeating myself. So there's the battery app. See if I can get that to focus. And when I got here, it was on 286 amp hours right here. And with the two solar panels, I've gained almost, 11 amp hours there. It's almost fully charged. And I can't get the solar app to open on this phone, so. And then there's the equalization between the cells. Looks good. Perfectly equalized right now. So I did have to program that solar controller, like I said earlier. And you just go by the manual on the battery. Shows you how to do that, what's settings and specs for that.
Morning everybody, it's day 2, and I just wanted to show the results of the battery. So we ran the generator yesterday for about 3 hours, from 3 till about 6:15 to run the air conditioner. And yeah, it was pretty warm out here. So we just kind of kicked back in there and watched some TV until about 6, and then the sun's down. I think the sun sets 6:15, and so I already moved my solar panel over here to start charging the battery. And I was really happy with the way this battery ran. So we sat outside most of the evening and went in around 9. And so I left these lights on all night. These are LED string lights, and we watched TV till like 9. I set the refrigerator, or no, we watched TV till 10. We went in at 9 and watched TV for a while, but I set the refrigerator on night mode at 10 o'clock, and it runs on night mode till 6 in the morning, which is 8 hours. But so here's my battery results. So essentially it ran from, the battery was on its own from about 6:15 until now, and we're at 216 amp hours. So that's really good. I was hoping I could stay above half, which was 150 amp hours. This is a 300 amp hour battery. So I'm really happy about that. I really like that. That's what I was looking for, so I don't have to run my generator. We wouldn't even needed the generator, but it was hot, and we could have sat outside probably. It wasn't that bad outside, but inside it was pretty warm. The walls were getting warm, so barbecued some steak, and so I just thought I'd share those results real quick here. And as the days go on, I'll continue see how this performs, but I'm really happy. This is exactly what I was hoping for. When I turn on the generator, the transfer switch works, switches off the inverter, and uses the shore power. And I'll give some results on the propane. I kind of lifted it. It felt like it was about half empty from running it 3 hours, because I only run that generator on propane. So
Okay, this is day 3, and I'm going to give a kind of a battery update, solar and generator update here. And first, I thought I'd show my TV. So this is running off my phone, off my phone's hotspot, and I upgraded our Verizon to include 30 gigs of ultra wideband hotspot, I think it's called. And so I can just go on my Prime Video or Netflix, YouTube, and it works great. Way better than the antenna. Well, out here I don't have a signal anyway, but it's just so much easier to use the hotspot. The TV works. This is the Roku TV, and works really well. So you can just sit here. So I do have 5G out here in Quartzsite, and yeah, that works great. I show that, and then we'll check the battery. Refrigerator's still working great. Everything's working pretty good. And so it's 7:15, and I have 196 amp hours remaining on my 300 amp hour battery, so that's great. We sat outside most of the night, but we did have the stereo on and some lights, and like I said, I leave these lights on for rodents, so I'm pretty happy with that. Now here's the catch. It was really warm yesterday, so we had to turn the generator on earlier, and so I thought I'd give some numbers on that. I started at 12:30 and I ran it all the way till 7 o'clock, and so that's 6.5 hours. And on Wednesday, the first day we were here, I ran it from 3 till 6:15. So we were almost at 10 hours with one tank. I started with a full tank, and there's still some left in that tank, not a lot, but I'm not going to do that. Run it till it's empty, because I don't want the air conditioner running and then have the power go out because it ran out of propane. So I switched over to this other tank here that's full, and it's supposed to be hotter today, so I'll probably be running that most of the afternoon again, probably from 12:30 to 6:30 or 7 again. So with the converter I don't have a lithium converter yet. It's just a standard for the lead acid that came with the trailer. And so it does only charge it to about 80-90%. So about 5 o'clock yesterday afternoon, I think we were at around 275 amp hours. So it gets it close. And the solar helped out during the day as well. But I'm definitely going to need another solar panel to do that. So I have two 275 amp hour ones on the roof, and then this one that I set up as a portable. So that's my next goal. I'm not sure when I'm going to get to that. So I just plug that in with a SAE plug. I showed that on a previous video. On the previous wiring video, you can see where I drop down a plug there. You can see it right there. And then it goes to the MC4 connectors over here. And that's just a 10-foot extension that I bought off Amazon. On one end it had the MC4, and then I soldered in the SAE plug there. I like the SAE plugs. They seem simple, and that's 10 gauge wire as well. Anyway, that's just the update on that. I think I got around 25 amp hours from the solar yesterday. And so what I noticed, I've been trying to look at the settings. I'm eventually going to get a different controller, but I'm not sure if the settings are preventing me, but it didn't start really charging the battery till I hit 8 amps, and then it started charging the battery. So I'll have to look into that more. I'm planning on getting maybe the Victron solar controller. Anyway, that's going to finish it up for this video. And it's been beautiful. The mornings, it was 62 degrees this morning, and we hit a high of about 97, 98 yesterday, I think, and it's supposed to be close to 100 again today. So the trailer gets pretty warm, and then once the sun goes down, that's it. I shut the generator off. The sun sets around 6:15, and turn the generator off and open the trailer up, and it cools off pretty quick. So all right, everybody, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you later.